So welcome everyone to Vincent de Paul Heritage Week. My name is Joyanna, and on behalf of the Division of Mission and Ministry, we are so very excited to have a whole week honoring and celebrating St. Vincent de Paul, the name above the door. On September 27th, within the Catholic tradition, we celebrate the feast of Vincent de Paul. And so this week is filled with all sorts of different events and invitations for our DePaul community to go deeper into reflection and share how Vincent's legacy is lived out today. This is a legacy that goes back 400 years to 17th century France, but we know that this spirit is still alive, especially within our DePaul community.
One of the traditions we've had at DePaul for the past 5 years is Vinny Fest. Normally, Vinny Fest happens outside in the quad, but this year, to keep everyone safe and healthy, Vinny Fest is going to be virtual. We put a call out to our Vinny Fest partners from the past, and many of them responded with so much creativity. This morning, we have invited a few of them to join us to share about the activities they have planned for this week.
So with Vinny Fest, there are some events that are going to be one-time events that you can go to throughout the week. Other events are ongoing activities, so they're happening all week long, and you can do them whenever it's best for you. So to start off, we'd like to invite our partner Morgan, who's joining us from the Library Special Collections and Archives, who's going to talk about a really fun activity that she has planned and worked really hard on. So welcome, Morgan. Thanks so much for being a part of Vinny Fest 2020. Woo!
Woo!
Hi,
Thank you. Hi, thank you both.
Thank you for being here. So the first question we wanted to ask you is, what is the Vinny Fest activity that the Library Special Collections and Archives has planned?
Well, we've planned a virtual scavenger hunt for people to participate in. And it will be held and available Monday, September 21st through Thursday, September 24th at noon. So that's our cutoff, is at noon, because we want to have time to sift through all the responses and see who the winners are.
And what's the best way, Morgan, of how people can participate in the scavenger hunt? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. So the way that we've been able to design this is through a Google form, which are easy and friendly for both users and designers. So thankfully, we have that access. And basically, we're going to provide a link on the library's social media accounts, Instagram, of course, Facebook, and Twitter. But make sure to check the Instagram at DePaul_library to find the link for this event.
So the library has been partnered with Vinny Fest for 5 years now. So what is your favorite part of this DePaul tradition?
Oh gosh, the library is always so excited to be a part of Vinny Fest. One of our favorite parts of it is being able to get really creative about sharing the amazing treasures that we have that connect the DePaul community to the life and times of Vincent and Louise. So we really do have actual primary sources that relate to the times of Vincent and Louise, letters that they wrote. And so it's really exciting to be able to share these resources and collections with our DePaul community. And Vinny Fest lets us do that in a really fun and exciting way that's kind of outside the academic classroom. So it gets our creative juices flowing and pushes us, challenges us, and gets us to create a challenge for other people.
Thank you so much, Morgan, and good luck everyone with the fun scavenger hunt that Morgan and her team have planned. It's so amazing to hear about the resources DePaul has related to our Vincentian heritage.
So next, we'd like to invite Ben, who's from the Office of Health Promotion and Wellness. Hello, Ben. Welcome. There are so many connections between Vincent's legacy and this idea of holistic care and health, taking care of ourselves, taking care of others. Can you tell us a little, Ben, what are some of the Vinny Fest activities that you have planned for this week?
Absolutely. So the big one we've got coming up is a collab with Mission and Ministry. It's what we call Wellness Wednesdays. I love the pom-poms, but it's what we call Wellness Wednesdays. And we do these weekly shows at 6 p.m. and they're put on by our peer health educators through StreamYard. So you can find it on our Facebook Live, I think is where it streams live, and then find it later as well. But we'll be discussing spiritual wellness because we like you mentioned, take a holistic look at wellness, like financial, emotional, community wellness, and spiritual wellness, and then a few more as well. But the discussion's 30 minutes, and we just want to promote spiritual wellness and talk about how that affects our overall wellness.
That sounds like such a great opportunity to learn more about spirituality and your wellness. So how can students get more participate in these Wellness Wednesdays?
Yeah, so like I said, they're on StreamYard, so you just tune into the link. Usually our Facebook Live has them, so you can pop on our Facebook at Healthy DePaul. Same goes for our Instagram too. We've got workshops that we've got, like weekly workshops we do on Instagram and Facebook. So we're all over the place. We've got our schedules on there. So anything you want to check in and see what we're up to, Healthy DePaul on our social media is the best place to do that.
I think Vincent would be so proud of the work that you and the Heat are a part of, right? Continuing to cultivate this community of care, which is so incredibly important, especially during this time in history that we're living together. Now, Ben, I know you've been a part of this DePaul community for a while and a member of Heat for a while. Could you share what's your favorite part about Vinny Fest? Why should people get involved?
As an HPW representative, my favorite part is building the bridges for students to succeed in their own wellness journey. Absolutely. And just the personal connections. I'm going to miss that this year, but I'm glad that we're still able to have a collaborative event like this, even though we're online. It's going to be great.
Absolutely. And that importance of connection, right? Mm-hmm. Now more than ever, of creating those spaces. So we will look forward to that conversation. Everyone be sure to check it out on Wednesday. We'll send out some more reminders. But thank you so much, Ben, for your partnership and for being a part of this DePaul community.
Thank you both.
Take care, Ben. Thanks.
Bye.
So next we'll have Jessica from the student organization Tepeyac join us. Welcome, Jessica.
Hi. Hey everyone, it's great to be part of Vinny Fest.
Thank you so much for being here. So tell us a little bit about the Vinny Fest activity you will be hosting next week with Tepeyac.
Absolutely. So most of you already know about our weekly programming called Cafecito con Tepeyac. So next week we will have a special edition and we'll be collaborating with Meet Me at the Mission to talk a little bit more about how Latinidad relates to the Vincentian values and the Vincentian mission.
That's outstanding, Jess. I think that's so important for us to be thinking about with all of our own identities and backgrounds and cultures. How does it connect to this 400-year-old French guy, right? So we're excited for that opportunity. What's the best way for students to get involved, to join Cafecito?
Absolutely. So it's a weekly programming that we have it through Zoom every Wednesday at 3 p.m. So feel free to join us. You can find all the links on our Instagram at DePaul Tepeyac, and everyone's welcome to join.
That's so great, Jess. Cafecito is such an amazing community. I've been to a few events myself, and it's such a great space. So just one more question. So why have you chosen to be a part of Vinny Fest 2020?
Yeah, so I think that it's a great experience to connect with other departments, offices, and student organizations, because we all come together in this day and during this week, and we express and share our uniqueness, but also we share how we relate to one another through the Vincentian mission. So I think it's a great way to learn more about one another.
Absolutely. And again, I think Vincent would be so proud, right, about what you just shared so eloquently, the sense of we're gathered together for the sake of a mission, and we all have such unique gifts to celebrate and honor, but the importance of getting to know one another and have that connection is key to the Vincentian way. We're so excited. Thank you so much, Jess, and we'll look forward to Cafecito this week.
Thank you.
So we have one final partner that would like to welcome, the Ray Meyer Fitness Center. They, like Special Collections and Archives, have been a part of Vinny Fest since it started way back in 2015. And last year, actually, the Ray totally saved the day. It ended up raining on Vinny Fest. And so we all moved into the atrium, and they went above and beyond with the hospitality that they offered us and welcomed us all in to make sure that Vinny Fest happened. So rain or shine, in person or virtual remote, Vinny Fest goes on. We're excited to have Brenna here to share a little bit about the activities that Campus Rec has going on for Vinny Fest.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So Brenna, what Vinny Fest activities does Campus Rec have planned for this year?
So we will be hosting a Lincoln Park Reflective Nature Walk on Friday, September 25th. And participants can meet at the Ray and do a physically distanced walk over to the Lincoln Park Conservatory together, or they can register for a virtual walk of the same distance on their own, distant but together. And the intention of the walk will be to reflect on some of the often missed nature that exists so near to our urban campus, or if they're joining virtually, they can reflect on the nature found in their area where they are currently.
Creating those spaces for reflection and nature, right? Nature is so healing and so important to be able to connect in that way. So that sounds like a really great way to honor Vincent's commitment to reflection and contemplation and doing that as a community. Can you share a little bit, Brenna, why is the Ray involved with Vinny Fest? Or what's your favorite part about Vinny Fest?
Yeah, so each year, Vinny Fest is a great way to celebrate St. Vincent's Feast Day and to reflect on how we are connecting to the mission of the university and how we bring Vincent's legacy and mission to life. And campus recreation is really committed to St. Vincent's legacy of respect and inclusion and appreciation of life. So we hope by guiding students on this walk through Lincoln Park, they can meet new friends as well as see and appreciate the beauty around them in a way that supports this legacy and mission.
Oh, outstanding. Thank you so much, Brenna. We can't wait for that activity.
And thank you so much to all of our partners who joined us today. So we're so excited for all the Vinny Fest activities that during this week, during the Vincent de Paul Heritage Week. So follow us on Meet Me at the Mission at Instagram and Facebook for updates. And we can't wait to see many of you at these events.
Yeah, as Sahara shared, the best way to keep up with all the events, these are just there's like 20 other partners who are hosting really awesome activities during the week. So be sure to follow us on Instagram to stay up to date. And if you attend 3 or more activities, we have a Vinny Fest t-shirt for you that we'll mail to you. So be sure to attend at least 3 or more, and then we'll send the t-shirt in the mail. Watch out on our social media. We'll give more information about what you need to do to get your t-shirt after you participate in the activities. So we are so excited to have Vinny Fest 2020 in this virtual setting. We look forward to seeing many of you at all of the different activities, and we're really grateful for our partners who have showed us that, yes, love is inventive to infinity, even in this virtual remote time of connecting with one another. So have a great week, and we'll see you soon at all the Vinny Fest activities. Thank you.